is going on today, guys? Welcome back. I know it has been forever since we have made a video. I know, I apologize. Long story short on that front is it's just taken a extremely long time to kind of get settled into the new house and everything like that, settled into the new job, but we're working on it. We're getting there. Every time I think we kind of get some progress, something else kind of happens with the house. A lot of projects going on, so really just it's taken a little bit longer than expected to kind of get settled into the new house. Want to make sure the family is good before we go start making videos full tilt. So just a lot of projects, a lot of settling in. So anyway, that's really the main reason why we have not been making videos as frequently as I wish I would have liked. But anyway, let's get into it today. A lot of stuff to kind of go over. We did attend the Rocky Top Diesel shootout over last weekend, so I have a lot of footage from that I'll show you guys here in a little bit. But I know a lot of you guys have been asking about events. So this weekend in Bowling Green, Kentucky, there is a streetcar takeover. That is, I believe there's racing Friday, but there's racing also Saturday. So I believe that we will be there 100% Saturday. And probably there Friday as well. So if you guys are looking for an event to come out, hang out, we will be there all day Saturday. We'll be set up. And I was walking into the garage here. We will be racing the 05 for the final time with this current setup this Saturday in the truck class at Streetcar Takeover. So if you guys want to come out, hang out, have a good time, we will be there with the 05. Plenty of massive big changes coming for the 05. Right after Streetcar Takeover, we are finally going to pull out the Freedom Racing engine that is in here and replace it with the new updated big boy setup, hoping to make a bunch more power go quite a bit faster. So that's the tentative plan for the 05. So make sure you guys come out. I was all like one big long sentence, but like we still have stuff to unpack in the 05, get this thing ready, go over a couple things. Anyway, shop update. So inside the shop here, as you can see, not a whole lot has changed. That is because we have some really, really awesome stuff planned for the shop. I don't want to go ahead and go organize everything. We are going to be totally redoing the interior of the shop, getting AC. All of that stuff is coming. It's kind of been in the works, kind of been in the plans. So that's kind of like a little shop update for you guys. The first gen, we have first gen updates. So a lot of just updates. I'm just trying to keep you guys filled in at this point. I apologize that I feel so slightly disconnected from you guys and seeing that we're not making videos. But anyway, we're gonna carry on with the updates. Let's see, second update, third update, whatever it may be. So as you can see, we've got some white flags on the property. We have still not done anything to move the trailers out of the front of the driveway here. So anyway, what I want to get your guys' opinion on, we were possibly talking about taking this section, possibly this section of the wall down. Allie and I have, and with the help of Chase and Michael, have been kind of discussing on what to do. And as you can kind of see, what I originally was going to do to try and get some parking for the trailers is put them over here, kind of regrade this, get some stone in here. And now what we're talking about doing is, so that we're not wasting excavation work, possibly talking about cutting this right here, putting a wall kind of right in line with this and kind of start curving it towards the back. And you can kind of see some white flags over here. So potentially the excavation work that we're doing would flatten this out completely ground level with this. And as you can see from here, it is quite a bit higher over here, putting a wall all the way here and then regrading this to kind of set up for a second building in the maybe not so soon future. We really want to put another bigger building. We think this is probably a good spot, kind of connect the two with like a breezeway, but we're potentially talking about doing that. We had originally kind of talked about the retaining wall coming right here and kind of doing a diagonal just to kind of scoot the trailers in the back, but then we're like, if we got to put a wall, we might as well. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about that. We're just still trying to figure out what the best way to kind of do this is, to kind of get the trailer somewhere to get prepped for another building. We got the propane tank. Anyway, I mean, I'm still looking for someone to actually do this work. If you guys are somewhat in this area and know somebody, and I mean, when I mean somebody who kind of does it full time, send me a DM, email me. We need some guys to come quote this stuff. But anyway, as you can see here, got a couple turb skis that belong to the first gen. The guys at Stainless Diesel got me these back in pretty much, I mean, like under a week when they received them. So turbos are back for the first gen. Now, every time I talk about the first gen turbos, everybody wants to know sizing. So what we did now, I think we may have been over speeding them with the amount of fuel that we have going on. This is a 468 that's on the manifold. This is a 480. Those two measurements did not change. What we changed were all on the back side of the turbos. This used to be a 468-8310. It is now a 468-87 turbine. Still a 1.0 housing on the 80, still an S480, still a 96 turbine wheel, but we did go up a exhaust housing size. It was a 115 and it is now a 132. So those are the two major changes, just trying to loosen up the exhaust side of the turbos, try and slow them down a little bit. We're gonna add another gauge that I initially did not put in that setup to kind of measure. We know the overall boost pressure, but we never kind of decided. We don't know the, man, sorry, am I rambling? Of course I am. Anyway, all right, so we did not have a boost gauge to kind of see what the big charger was making. So those two kind of correspond with overall boost and then deducting what your big charger is making to kind of see how hard your manifold charger is getting driven. I believe hopefully I rattled that off correct. We're just trying to see how hard each charger is working. We don't want to be overdriving either one, but specifically the manifold charger, seeing that air is getting forced right back into that thing. So there are talks about putting some nitrous on the first gen. There are some talks about putting some wastegates on the first gen. For now, I think we are going to put the turbos back on as is and just kind of gradually kind of see, try and gather some data as far as kind of how hard they're working. And then also we are still waiting on the converter to get the converter restalled. We should have that back in a couple days, but I believe that's pretty much it. So that's an update on the first gen. That should be back in action pretty soon. The 05 will be racing this weekend, so make sure you guys come out. Right after that, it is getting torn apart, kind of in the middle of all this shop madness. So that's it. So we do have an update on the dually here. The only truck we really don't have an update on is the 08, because the 08 is the OG tow pig that never lets us down. Well, never mind, I spoke too soon. We do need to put another fan clutch in that. So the 08 needs a little bit of work. I believe it needs a fan clutch. I believe it has an exhaust leak, but we have some plans for all of that as well after the engine comes out of the 05. The dually. So the dually, if you guys saw in the background, the wheel well liner was out of it. So just a couple issues that we had run into with the dually. Really nobody's fault, just kind of, there's a lot of stuff happening in there. So if you guys look down in here, you can kind of see right here, this is basically the AC line that comes from the compressor up to the firewall. And it's kind of routed a little bit differently now. It's kind of gets tucked up right here, but we did have it, unfortunately, a little too close to the hot pipe that was right here. So note to self, if you're going to run fleece AC lines and you kind of have a little bit different turbo setup than they originally designed the lines for, you might. So what we did is we went and got a new AC line made that was a little bit longer. So just make sure you guys kind of take that into account. But fleece AC lines are back on. Everything is good. We got to put the wheel well liner back in. So as we were driving down here on our trip to move down here, we lost our AC because we blew a big old hole in that line. So other than that, I believe we're good to go. We did actually have our RevMax block here. There she is. We did actually break a O-ring on that as well. So that started leaking on us. I believe that was probably my own fault, but went ahead, the guys at RevMax, you know, and this is why I kind of preach the companies that I preach, guys. Every single time that I have a problem, whether it may be with just some dumb things, the companies that I recommend always stand behind not only me, but you guys, and I know that. So they have helped us out tremendously. So transmission leak is fixed, the AC line is fixed, and the dually is kind of back in action. And I believe that's it. This baby is going to be towing the trailer to Streetcar Takeover, which is right around the corner from us now. Last but not least, the second gen is still inside the home garage. I've been kind of hesitant to kind of move anything else into the big garage over here, just because I know when we start undoing all of the shop stuff, kind of getting everything situated, everything really, really nice in there, all of that stuff has to come out. So we're kind of just in a little bit of a limbo mode between getting the shop. Look at, I hate that thing. That is going to be one of the things that we're getting rid of as soon as possible. But bear with me, guys. I apologize. I know it's been way longer than I ever expected. I expected to kind of move down here, get back with the videos very, very soon, kind of start ripping and tearing into all the projects that I kind of told you guys that we are doing, which obviously we still are doing. They're just getting a little bit delayed. So again, big things coming. I know I keep saying that, but I promise they are. They're just, I just completely, and if you guys follow my Instagram and Facebook, I completely underestimated the time that it was going to kind of take, and especially with a new house. When I started making videos, this is kind of interesting because I beat myself up about how long it's taking to kind of get settled in and stuff like that. But when I started making videos way back when, I was already kind of in my house for a couple years. We had kind of already gotten past the house project stage of getting a new house and all of that stuff. We were done with that, and now we're kind of restarting that. I had a blast at the RLC Rocky Top Diesel shootout. We're gonna roll all of that footage so you guys can see some racing action instead of me just talking this entire 10 minutes. But I promise we will be back. Streetcar Takeover should be great. I'm actually looking forward to racing the 05 not turned down. This should be like the final send-off to see how fast this thing can go. And that's pretty much it, guys. Update on the race truck coming very soon. We've got a lot of parts to go over on that. Obviously, the Pro Mod truck is still happening with everything that we've been dealing with, going through, happening. It's just not been a top priority. Like I said, my family will always be top priority, and that is just kind of what we've been focusing on and where we've been at. So that's it, guys. Enjoy the footage of the Rocky Top Diesel shootout. I'm gonna roll that now, and I will see you guys very, very soon. We'll be putting the turbos back on. Once we get the converter back, we'll be racing the first gen, seeing how fast we can get that thing. And that's pretty much gonna do it, guys. Thank you guys, as always. Tons for all of the support. If you guys need anything for your truck, for your build, I said build, very funny there. If you guys need any help with your build or truck parts, my work information is always down below. You guys can call me, text me directly. I can help you out with pretty much all of the parts needs for all of your builds. So give me a holler at work, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya. Bye.